Hi everyone, Leanne here from Jaded Blossom, and it is time for the Gingerbread Mug Die Assembly video. Hey, so I'm using Jaded Blossom's brand new Gingerbread Mug Die, along with the brand new Gingerbread Face Stamp Set. Super cute stuff. I'm also using Doodlebug's Gingham linen and their Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad. So first of all, I cut out the mug using the the gingham linen, and I used the linen side in like a chocolate color. And I cut the main piece out. Then I cut the straw here out of Paper Tray Ink white cardstock. And I do make a mistake in this. I leave my mistakes in my assembly videos just so you can always see what I do wrong. Really, I should have had the whipped topping down first, but then I realized I probably should have had that little liquid top to the mug down first. But you know, you live, you learn, right? That white glitter cardstock is from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm going to add on the little handle here as well. And all the little icing pieces were also cut from that white glitter cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm using my reverse tweezers, my Barely Art glue. All my die cutting today was done using my Anna Griffin Empress machine, which is just my favorite right now. And here we go. I'm lifting up that glitter topping to add my dark chocolate cardstock from Paper Tray Ink. Just, you know, this could be coffee, this could be hot chocolate, whatever you want. But there we go. It doesn't show a lot, but you know, it adds a little something, I think. So I do weight it down in between. So next I'm going to add the little eyes and the cheeks on. And those were cut from paper from that Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad from Doodlebug. The eyes were cut from Paper Tray Ink black cardstock. Just trying to line it up. When you're using the little die cuts for the face, you know where they go because there's little lines there and it tells you, which is always nice, right? So I'm using my little embellishment wand to pick small stuff up. And the little nose was cut from dark brown cardstock from American Crafts. The same with the little mouth. So I'm just making sure that they are lined up as well as I can line them up. Now, the new Gnome Friends gingerbread dies don't have, that die set does not have a little mouth die, but you could easily use this little mouth die on your Gnome Friends gingerbread dies. You know, just a thought. So now I'm adding on the little buttons, and that's from paper from that Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad from Doodlebug as well, and I do weight it down with an acrylic block. So I'm going to add on my little icing stripes, and those were cut from that same white glitter cardstock from Simon Says Stamp. And it's very simple. You know, the lines show you where they go. It's just very easy. So I'm going to make one of these little cups with the little die cut face, and then one I will use the brand new Gingerbread Faces stamp set. Remember, that does not only work with the Gnome Friends gingerbread dies, you could use them with this adorable, gingerbread mug set as well. So kind of double duty. There we go. Isn't that cute? So cute, right? Okay, so I am going to add the stripes on my little straw that was cut from that same Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad. And you've got 3 pieces. The 2 bigger stripes are easy, but there's a tiny little piece that goes at the tip of the straw, and that's a bear. So it's nice to use like an embellishment wand to get that in place. But to be honest, if you didn't want to use it, you could skip it. Or as with my next little gingerbread mug die, I put the straw behind the whipped topping. And then you wouldn't even see it, so it wouldn't matter, right? But there we go, just trying to get things all straightened out. Super cute. And you did see me use a secure white jelly roll pen and a number 10 to add some highlights to the little eyes. So I'm going to add these little sprinkles. There's a little star, and then there's little sprinkles. Those all were cut from that Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad as well. These sprinkles are tiny. So what I like to do is I add little strips of glue and then I add the sprinkles to the glue. It would be impossible to put the glue on the sprinkle. It's too small, right? And there we go. Isn't that fun? It's just so cute. And what a cute little mug, right? And then that's it on an A2 size card front. Okay, so next we're going to put together another one. So this one, I just cut the base out of that same gingham linen on the linen side in brown. And then I cut the main base of the top out of paper tray ink white cardstock. And then I didn't bother cutting the straw out. I'm just adding the stripes to the straw, that same Gingerbread Kisses 6-inch pad. There we go. So I'm going to add that in one piece on top of this little mug, right? So you could make this mug without the topping if you wanted to, right? But who would do that? That's crazy. Okay, next I'm going to add the little sprinkles on the same way I did with the other one. There we are. And I just find it easier this way. Now this little guy, I'm going to be stamping the face on. Okay, so adding those little sprinkles on. And like I said, they're tiny. So, you know, an embellishment wand is your friend. So there we are, and I do weight it down. So next I'm going to put together this little mug. And this guy, I'm going to stamp his little face on. And I'll be using Versafine Clair Nocturne ink to do that. And the plain, the little mug face die cutting piece that has no stitched lines on it. And that way you can stamp the face on it. It's just adorable. So I'm adding on all the same details using the same stuff. So adding those on, and it's just adorable, right? And I love white glitter cardstock on this. It just looks adorable. So there we go. And I'm working on my Stampin' Up! Pad as I always do. And I do reuse that paper. Like if once it gets all mucked up, I'll fold it in half and use it again. So, okay, so next I'm adding my paper tray ink dark chocolate cardstock in the mug itself. And you could use it just like this on your card, right? I'm going to add my little white glitter icing on the top of that mug. Isn't that fun? Oops, and then I realized, Leanne, you're stamping on a plain face. See, I always leave my mistakes in. I forgot there for a moment that I was stamping on this one. So I'm just going to add these details back. It doesn't matter that the one underneath is a little bit torn. It's going to be hidden by this, you know, the stamped face. It'll be fine. Okay, so next I'm going to add my little topping on with my Barely Art glue. There we go. And isn't that fun? And I'm going to stamp using my Misty. And I'm using Versafine Clair Nocturne ink. And I do have a waffle flower grip mat in there. So I'm just going to choose my little face because how cute are they? They're adorable. And I'm just going to line it up. The nice thing about using a Misty is you can stamp it more than once if you need to, which is always good. And, you know, just have to be careful, get things lined up. And then, you know, Versafine Clair Nocturne ink, just because it's my favorite. Now, this is not Copic friendly. I'm going to add some Copic touches, but be aware that it is not Copic friendly. So be very careful when you do that. There we go. So for this guy, I'm just going to add, I'm going to glue I don't know, is this a guy or a girl? Doesn't really matter, right? But for this one, I'm going to add the little face on, the little top of the mug on, and isn't that cute? Oh my goodness, so adorable. Now I'm taking a Copic marker. This is E99, I think it is. Let me look here. Do I not have it written on my list? Ooh, that's bad of me. Oh yeah, E99. And I just tapped it on the nose. And then I'm using my Sakura White Jelly Roll pen in a number 10 to add the highlights to the eyes. So they pop. And isn't that cute? I just think it turned out adorable. I'm going to add some EK Success chalk to the cheeks. And isn't that cute? And then I'll add some freckles on there because, of course, a mug would have freckles, right? And isn't that the cutest little thing? I just think it's adorable. Fits on an A2 size card front. You can fit 2 sideways and then 1 vertically. So thank you so much for stopping by. Be sure to hop on over to the Jaded Blossom blog, get inspired, the Jaded Blossom store to go shopping, and be sure to come back and watch another video soon. Bye, everybody.